Our talent view. Our talent view just went to quad, so we'll go back to our PTZ view, or our deck cam right here. So our deck cam, you'll see teams coming in and moving out.
I think all three of the teams are now in.
They are. That's the Purdue team that you're looking at right there, Proven Robotics. So the Purdue ROV team. Let's go ahead and move that deck cam over to Station 1.
And Purdue has a long history with MATE.
They do.
They've been producing great teams every year, and they're always here.
Not only do they have a long history with MATE, they have a long presence with MATE, because Seth Backlor is actually one of our great volunteers now that we have for MATE, but he was a competitor for a long time. And we have people like Seth
Opplinger from Oostburg.
Seth Opplinger from Oostburg.
Then he went on to college at MSOE and did it there.
Yep.
And the famous ROV called Bubbles.
Bubbles, that's true.
That's what we learned, do not name an ROV Bubbles.
That's true. And then we have Matt Gardner, who is also an ROVer.
Matt. Yeah.
We have from the Pacific Northwest, Stanley Janicki, who I think won every award that you possibly could.
He got them all at one time or another.
Could have, and he's now running his own business, going for an MBA in New York City at NYU this summer.
I hear there's a governor's job open.
Oh, well, we don't even want to go there right now, but
Yeah, I hear you.
But we do have many an ROV student that comes back, because Stanley was also our regional coordinator for a long time.
Oh, he was?
Yes, he's been our regional. So, they come back and they volunteer. Again, all volunteer we are. So we depend on all of our volunteers being here. So, again, Purdue, long history of that with Seth and the rest of their team. He's helped out over a number of years. So right now you're looking at Purdue Robotics, and that Proven Robotics team, a large team that's here, but 6 of them on the floor. We have Grant Geyer, we have Joseph Navarro, Aiden Molnor, Scott Hotchkiss, Reed Heidel, Catherine Sanders, Ryan Peterson, Connor Swift, Eric Sibley, Jonathan Heidberger, Ivan Kuzmine, Sebastian Grunhold. You see them. You see them getting ready. They have 5 minutes now. They're in their 5 minutes. You have Angelo Guarnera, Hannah Hatfield, Matt Koski, Peter Salisbury, Carolina Capuana, Cyrus Zhu,
but it's Taylor, not Taylor.
Aradia Jagu, Carrie Lee, Jason Blaisdell, Zachary Neal, and Hunter Haglett. So large team, but you could see here in their 5 minutes, they are going to take this and really run with it. So let's go ahead and we're going to move over to Ping Engineering at station number 2. So Ping Engineering right here, you see they're in their 5-minute setup right now. They have 5 members on their team. Alex Ballison, Alex Kakis, Aaron Hahn, Matthew Belson, Brendan Kilkenny. And again, I apologize to anybody whose name I mispronounced. I really am trying my best. There's with 29 teams here, it's hard to keep up with everybody.
Well, it's better than 70 teams.
That's true. It is.
Actually, it's not. I'd rather see the 70 teams.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
So, and I can't wait till next year.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You see the net there. That net is most likely for them to get to the ping pong balls.
Right.
The net for the ping pong balls for the surface debris. Again, we have debris at 3 levels. We have the sandwich bags on the bottom. We have the net in the middle, and the ping pong balls at the top.
Right.
So as they're getting ready here, you see tether manager talking to the judges. The judges here at station 2, Terry Ayers and Diego Beaker, here at station number 2. Those are the judges. They have the timers. It looks like Terry has the timer there in his hand, really making sure that they have, after their 5-minute setup, if they're not ready,
it counts against their competition time.
Against their competition time.
And on number 3,
and we'll be heading over to station number 3. Here we have the Hawks Engineering team. Oh, look at them there, Hawks Engineering. Again, this is an all-girls school of Julia Chom, Vanessa Huerta, and Sinduja Bonagiri. So all of these three teams, all these three team members, all female, all girls, very proud of that.
Where
You
are they
see-
from? What city?
They are from Hoffman Estates High School in, I believe that's in Illinois.
Illinois. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's in Illinois. So it doesn't say here on their spec sheet. I gave them some grief about their spec sheet earlier because it wasn't really standing out where they were from.
Uh-huh.
But they call this vehicle joystick operated subsea helper. So Josh and Amber is the name of their vehicle.
For the little robot is Amber.
Yeah, you see that little net? That's to pick up the ping pong balls at the surface.
Uh-huh.
So hopefully we'll get a chance to see that as it goes in the water. So vehicles, we have the vehicles at the top of the water. The blue ROV is right now looking over at station number 3, so we can take a look. So that is the view from underwater. This is the view from above water. You still see we have a team member with their hand on that.
And notice
And they're using a stand-up. You see
they
that?
didn't even bother to use the table.
They brought their own table. Look at that. I love that. My wife has a stand-up desk now at work.
Ah.
She loves it. So
Some ergonomics there.
it is, a nice ergonomics, get them. They are the ones operating these vehicles, and they don't have to use our table and chairs. They brought their tether manager. She's working hard, getting all the tools onto their vehicles.
Loading up the things that need to go down. And
It is.
and we're starting down. We're coming down.
Starting down. I think we have over here. We have team number 2 in the water, Ping Engineering. So this is
Right.
Ping Engineering right now. They're actually in the water and operating. So they are also have a mini ROV that they're going to try to deploy as well. So let's see if they actually get that out. When you talked to the SEAL team, were they able to deploy their mini ROV?
I didn't even ask the question. I
Oh.
don't think they did. They may have. I
Yeah.
mean, they did. It seems like they did everything else. So I'm sure we'll get corrected by them.
We will.
But they had. It seemed like they had no issues, and the machine was running good. And their
Great.
pilot said it flew better than he, had expected it to. So they were.
Looks like they're going to go and deploy their mini ROV. Daniel's
Yep.
doing a great job getting us in here. So we'll see if something actually leaves their vehicle and goes down that drain pipe. That's a drain pipe, and all the way at the other end of that drain pipe is a Raman spectroscopy sample that they have to bring back.
Right.
So let's see how they do. Now, this would technically be done with lasers. If they were in the real world, they would actually
Right.
send a light beam down, and then they would get I think if you see what's happening here with Ping Engineering,
Yeah.
it looks like they've deployed. Oh, that's what was supposed to be deployed into the pipe.
And it came out
And
prematurely.
it came out prematurely or in the other direction. So it came
Ah.
out prematurely. That was supposed to go down into the pipe and retrieve that Raman spectroscopy sample. But it looks like it got deployed prematurely.
Okay.
So that's what
I
we
wonder
were
if they're
looking
going
at.
to wonder if they're going to wind it back up and try it again.
They are. So we're now back here with the team from Hoffman Estates, Hawks Engineering. So it looks like they're down on the floor of the pool, getting ready. I don't see any ping pong balls in their trap, but who knows? They may have done that already. They may be getting ready to do that.
They may be saving that for the end, I think.
They can.
We can kind of look at the surface up there and see the ping pong balls if they're in there.
That's true.
So
But let's see. It looks like they are. Oh, I know what they're doing. So you see they have a gripper on the bottom
Right.
that comes in from both sides. You can kind of see it. It's in a
Yep.
circular pattern there,
Right.
with 2 grippers that come in from each side, pneumatically operated.
It's like
They're
pick up-
going to go down on that coral and pick up that coral. I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to maneuver onto that coral right now. We'll move the deck cam onto their station 3, to see if we can get a view of that camera. So we'll see because I bet you that's what they're doing. They're trying to line that up right now.
But again, look how nice their tether floats in the water.
There is. Their tether floats in the water.
It doesn't encumber the ROV at all.
No. they're doing a great job. Oh, it's got nice bright lights on there. So you see two ROVs there. We have the Ping Robotics, and we have the Hawks Engineering team going right next to each other.
Hey, we remember, I forget where it was we had, and we had two ROVs in the water, and one of them got confused as to what station they were on.
Yeah.
We had two of them working
Over
on the same
years.
station.
Good job. Daniel's doing a great job
Yeah.
of giving us both stations right here.
Yeah.
You could see that Ping Engineering is doing is actually, looks like they're doing the quadrant. No, I bet you they're trying to visualize the subway car.
Yeah.
So they're doing the visualization. Yep, they were on the other side of the subway car, and now they're on this side of the subway car.
Right.
While on the left side of your screen, you are watching Hawks Engineering bring up the eel sample. I got to tell you, this Blue Robotics ROV is great. Daniel, our pilot, doing a great job, and it's a really stable vehicle. It's getting both of us on there. So they're really doing a good job.
Well, they've kind of bled it out that there's going to be a new version of the Blue ROV.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell us more about that.
I don't know anything about it. They won't tell us any details.
We'll see if Daniel or
But
Griselda has some inside knowledge.
They're not telling.
They're not telling.
Yeah, I already
are they?
tried.
We'll get them on camera and see if they want to say anything. But you can see they're bringing that back up there. Again, Daniel doing a great job piloting the Blue ROV to really get us the view of everything that's happening. So we have one vehicle up on the surface at Station 1, and then we have another vehicle down on the bottom, and they were definitely visualizing that. So we're going to move over now to Station 1, and we're going to look at the Trident as it's getting.
We dropped the resolution of the feed.
So we are there right now at at Station 1 with Proven Robotics. So we have the Purdue team right now, and it looks like they're probably doing the visualization of the subway car. So
hey, I just got word from our technical department back there that they've made some corrections to the stream from the technical presentation room, and it's now stable.
that's great. So that'll be great for tomorrow, because unfortunately we don't have any more technical presentations for today. But tomorrow at 9 a.m. we'll actually have sound school there.
Right.
And we'll have the team out of New Haven, Connecticut. We'll be able to see the DBXL team.
Right.
Kidzania, the team from Egypt tomorrow. North Paulding High School, Hoffman Estates, and Deep Ocean Robotics we'll be able to see out there. So that'll be great. So,
And I wonder if Seth's out here watching this today.
oh, I would think he is.
I know Opplinger probably is, because I embarrassed him into not being here.
Yeah, very
I
good.
made sure he knows that he'll be back here next year.
So there you see this Proven Robotics, the Purdue team, going after that eel. It looks like they got it. They're going to bring it up. So Purdue, always a powerhouse here at the World Championships.
And they've got, good team consistency over the years. I mean, freshmen, sophomore, junior, seniors, they grow through the program.
They do, and that's really what helps. Oh, you can really get a good look at that light now.
The LED.
You see that LED that has. I just hope that the vehicle isn't stuck there.
Or tangled up in it.
Tangled up in it, but it does look like we got a little bit of a tangle. I have a lot of wires in there, especially with all this mid-water stuff.
Well, and really, when you're out working in deep ocean, that's not uncommon to have stuff strewn everywhere.
Seaweed, you know. Doing a great job here, though.
Except working in the North Sea, and every time we turn the forward lights on the ROV, cod would come in and you couldn't see what you were working on, so you had to turn the lights out. The cod would go away. We'd turn the lights on, work like crazy, and the cod would come back and you couldn't see what you're doing. So even fish get in your way.
Even fish get in the way. A lot of things. It looks like they've gotten untangled there, they've gotten untangled, and they still have hold of the eel, which is good. So they have a couple options here. They can actually bring the eel back to the surface, or they can continue doing other parts of the mission and bring their eel back when they have a chance in their mission. So good job here. Good job with this Proven Robotics team. It looks like they're going to be going back up to the surface. As they're going back up to the surface, we're going to move back over to the Blue ROV and see what's going on here. Well, good job again by this Blue ROV. doing a great job. It has the Ping engineering team over on the right-hand side, and
Right.
on the left-hand side, we have a good look of what's going on with Hawks Engineering. So Hawks Engineering are all-girls team out of Hoffman Estates High. It looks like they're replacing. It looks like I can't tell if there's an eel in there. It doesn't look like there's an eel in there. So it looks like they're replacing. Yep, we could see on the surface, they actually have what looks like to be on the bottom right-hand side. They have one of the eel catchers right there.
Uh-huh.
So as we go back down to the blue ROV, they are heading back up. So it looks like they're heading back up. They have their vehicle on the top there. So this is great. We have view of both. You can actually see how maneuverable their vehicle is. That's their ping pong ball catcher that's sticking out of the top. They need to get in. They need to get into the ping pong ball area. They're doing a great job here. Oh, good job by the tether manager there.
Getting it out of the way of the ROV.
Getting
yeah.
it out of the way of the ROV. And it looks like now we have the ROV going back down, heading back down onto station.
Let's see what they go for. And it's kind of interesting because a lot of these teams will adapt their missions, and if they are doing something and they can't quite make what they're doing or can't get it, they allot themselves a certain amount of time, and then at that point they go on to the next challenge. So, you know, it's all about mission planning and getting things. And this year I don't think we have any particular thing, any specific things that require things to be done in order where we have in the past.
Well, we do actually, this task that they appear to be doing
they?
right now, yeah, they
Okay.
have to pull the connector before they can
Right.
replace, they have to pull the connector before they can replace the C-bin mesh bag.
Okay.
So pull the connector,
replace the bag, put the other one in.
Put the other one in, then put the connector
Connector
back
back
in. Yep.
And that's all a mid-water task.
That all is mid-water task, which is very difficult. As you can see here, they pushed that C-bin all the way down, and it went all the way down. So they're going to have to do it. It looks like we may be having some tether pulling happening.
Are we time?
There could be time. I'm not sure, but I have some tether pulling. She's pulling
Please.
the tether up. So definitely something going on here with Hawks Engineering. It doesn't look like time's up.
No, not yet.
Doesn't look like time's up, but definitely something. So while they're doing that, we're going to go over to the Trident and take a look at the Purdue ROV that's in the water. So the Purdue ROV, it is in the water right now, and it looks like it is either heading for the coral nursery or heading back towards mapping the coral sites.
Look at the LED off the corner of the
Yep, I do see that LED now.
nice blue light. Those things use the power plugs on those things use the same technology that we use for charging cell phones. They're the magnetically coupled.
Ah, yes.
So there isn't any physical wires touching to provide the power. There's a coil and a coil underneath, and the power is sent across from one coil to the other like a transformer, and then that lights up the LED. There's a little circuit in there that also controls the power. So when they actually do remove it, the power actually stops to the coil.
Oh, that's
So
fantastic.
it's a lot of technology, and Matt has been the one engineering a lot of that. Matt and what you looking at?
So
Yep.
right now I'm looking at the Purdue vehicle as it attempts. But I was listening to that Matt doing all the engineering on the props.
Yep. So he put all that figured that out and put it
So
together.
it looks like the Purdue vehicle is going after this mid-water ghost net task now.
Yep.
I would think that's where they're going. Again, we have Brian on our Trident ROV here, doing a great job getting us some really good footage here as the ROV comes up. So let's head over to our deck cam. We're actually going to see the ping pong ball task. You know, we talked about that net. There's that net in action.
They're actually trying to.
that in action right now. So they actually
They got some on the outside too now.
they got some on the outside, but I guess they definitely got some on the inside
There it is.
there.
Yeah.
And as we go to our blue ROV, you can actually see some. So that's underneath, and that is, there we go. So they just picked some up. You could see it coming up, trying to get that. Good job. That's I think that's Nicola in our production studio zooming in there. Very good job getting that in there. So
You know,
we
it
can
might
go
be easier if they
between
chase
two
them
or
outside
three.
the square and go get them.
Well, here they go now. It looks like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So there we are from under and above. You could see that Hawks Engineering really working hard to get that debris. Not sure if they were able to get anything in there. As you come up to the surface, you could see them hitting at the surface. The vehicle is over there. Tether manager working real hard, but the blue ROV giving us that underwater perspective that you really can't get with anything else but besides an ROV. There they are bringing that up. They brought it up.
And
The team has brought that up. I hear a little countdown coming here for the
Purdue.
For Purdue. So we're going to go back over to the Trident as we look. So this is the last minute here for the ROV. For the ROV. So we're going to see what they're doing here in the last minute of their
I think
competition.
they're flying back to the surface now.
They are. It looks like they might be bringing something back to the surface. As we take the view of our deck cam, you can actually see Purdue right here at our surface. You see the tether manager talking to somebody. Oh yeah, they're getting excited here. It looks like they're going to be putting some new tooling on their ROV. Yep. So some new tooling going in last minute. I think these are the tools that they're going to be putting on the crown of thorns down there. So as they add those, they need to stick these to those blue crown of thorns that are down there on
Effectively
their
saying
coral
they're
reef.
dead.
Yes, effectively killing them. So
Yeah.
as they do that, we'll move to the blue to the Trident, and that Trident is going to head down. I think they're the only ones in the pool right now. So the Trident is going to head down right on top of those blue. Those are the crown of thorns. Mimic the crown of thorns.
Okay. I'm not sure who I'm going to end up with an interview this time, but
So
I'm going to go ahead and get ready
we're
for it.
We're gonna get Purdue out there when they get a chance. So it's going to be this team.
I'm going to go ahead and head out there. I'll be ready for you. And
We'll be here. We'll be watching this Proven Robotics. See if they can actually get and kill those crown of thorns sea stars. So those are good points. But it looks like they're coming back up. So coming back up to the top, it looks like their tether managers and tool support coming back up to the surface, and it looks like they're going to be coming out of the water. Looks like they were not able to get that. It looks like they were not able to get those crown of thorns killed, but they are drying off the vehicle. This is a very important part of our work that we do now, is drying off the vehicles, because this vehicle is going back in these 5 minutes. It's going back into a basketball court, and we don't want to get that wet. You could see them wrapping their tether, doing a good job getting that tether wrapped. You see how quickly they're doing. They have 5 minutes here. 5 minutes here to demobilize. After their demobilization time, they will head into the they'll be heading into the interview area with Patrick Rowe. So again, you see all of the team members and the judges getting ready here, talking together. Team captain, as well as the judges, Lisa Bradshaw, Mary Taylor, there making sure everything is done. Again, this is we're taking a look at Purdue Robotics. They're getting their vehicle ready to head out to the interview station. As they do that, we're gonna be getting ready for the interview. And again, we're here at beautiful East Tennessee State University, ETSU. And ETSU has a very interesting history when it comes to its mascot here. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. I have some information on that I'm going to try to get for us all. But while we do that, again, we're here on campus. We're going to be getting ready. We just concluded our 4:30 missions. We're running a little bit behind for our 5 o'clock missions. Unfortunately, we're not going to see the team from East Tennessee State University. East Tennessee State University has a broken Arduino, so no first run from that team from East Tennessee State University. So, but we will see Harrington Middle School and North Paulding High School. So I saw this team from Harrington Middle School, and they are a fantastic team of youngsters. So we'll definitely get a chance to see them in action. Sad that we're not going to get a chance to see the team from East Tennessee State University. So you'll get a chance to see Ping Robotics as they leave the pool area here. As they leave the pool area, they did a great job on their mission run. Their mission run was, they had some issues in the beginning, but it'll be interesting to see how many points. We will get the score sheet out from everybody as we get a chance to do this. But a little bit more about East Tennessee. They have the story of Bucky. So Bucky here is their Buccaneer, right? And Bucky's background begins with the story of East Tennessee State University's nickname, the Buccaneers. A brief history begins with a buccaneer who once roamed a vast area which stretched from the Florida Keys northward. Johnson City, home of ETSU, is located among the mountains of eastern Tennessee and is a great distance from the ocean. For this reason, one might wonder why ETSU would select a buccaneer as their mascot. The answer is not that simple. Apparently, geologists, archaeologists teamed up and discovered an underground river near the university several years ago named Pirate Creek. It evidently winds its way through many streams and subterranean tunnels. It is thought that these caverns at one time channeled all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. Soon after this discovery, the legend of the buccaneer Jean-Paul Leboeuf was found in the history books. The legend tells that Leboeuf was a nuisance and a terror. Evidently, he was looking for a place to hide his great store of gold and treasure and find safety for himself. He sailed north in search of a new home and began to look inland. Legend states that he discovered the underground river near Johnson City and called Pirate Creek his home. Geologists feel that the upheaval of the Earth's crust, which now blocks the channel, possibly killed Leboeuf. This legend is widely accepted and is one way to explain why the inland school would choose a pirate nickname. This picture of Bucky was drawn a long time ago with ETSU head trainer Jerry Robertson and is used as the school's official athletic logo. So we are headed now to the interview station. So as we head out to the interview, we are getting ready to go. We have Patrick getting ready for to see Proven Robotics right now. So once he's ready, we will be ready to go to him. So we can go to him right now.
Okay, Purdue, how you guys doing?
Doing great.
We don't. So,
Yeah, I don't care where you guys are at, as
if we
long
get
as you're under
that
the tent.
camera
I can see you with the
set
camera.
up, it's actually,
So-
I think it's gone
So,
into standby
how did it
mode.
go?
So
Pretty good.
Brian,
we practiced a lot more
one
this
of
year.
our
We improved a lot.
doing
and
triple
as
duty
Brad had
here
said, I think
as
we're poised to
a
make
production
a
tech,
good
a
run tomorrow.
cameraman, and
Good. Do
there
you
we
have any
go,
problems
there we
today
go.
with anything you're going to fix tonight, or?
I think
There were one or two little adjustments. I think we realized we made some revisions to our manipulator. The quadrat doesn't fit as well. But overall, nothing too major.
It's quite an interesting manipulator you got.
Yeah,
that for a second.
gladly. So it's a quad pincer design, so it can grab both you can grab just like a piece of that. It can grab both horizontally, horizontally and vertically. It's also quick release.
So you can quick change and
Yep.
get it out of the
Quick
way.
change,
Use
fit
it on
the
the
sphere
tool.
better.
Is that 3D printed?
Yep, all 3D printed PET G parts.
Yeah.
Good.
So we tested it, I kicked it, and we made a stronger one after that.
Officially kick-proof.
Engineering proof, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, engineered it into a corner. Okay, well, very good. I know from many years ago, I knew Seth.
Yep.
You know, and he's quite historically known.
Yeah, we were right next to the judges and or the officiators, and they were hoping that Seth would be watching us. And
Oh yeah,
I can see from our team Slack.
I have another Seth from the Ospur team that was in MSOE some years ago, and he named his ROV bubbles. Do not name your ROV bubbles.
Well, we have our name right there.
Yep, right. Very good.
Instead of show that to the camera. That's pretty nice. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Wow.
Instant
that's
3D prints there.
Uh-huh. So anyway, what are you gonna do tonight?
Not sleep much and get ready for a good run tomorrow in our technical presentation.
Well, I wish you all the best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You
Now
as well.
back to you,